Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to give everyone a chance to get situated. Good morning, CSM. I didn't hear you. Good morning, CSM. Good to see everybody this morning. Good to see everyone this morning. And welcome to our Fall Convocation 2024 as we prepare for a very full and exciting new year at CSM. I cannot tell you how excited I am to see our chairs filling up this morning as our faculty and staff return to our campuses this week. How do you like being back in the PE building for Convocation? Is that good? Welcome to our many excellent teams who've been diligently preparing over the summer for our upcoming academic year. Welcome to our amazing faculty members who are returning from their summer breaks. And welcome to our many, many incredible new employees. If you didn't happen to get a name tag this morning, our People, Culture, and Equity team is staffing the counter out front for you to make a tag. And if you happen to be a new employee since last summer, remember to pick up the welcoming green ribbon that says, "I'm new to CSM." If this is your first convocation as a CSM employee, please stand and be recognized. We are so excited to have you be a part of our CSM community, and we appreciate your creativity, your enthusiasm, and your commitment to inclusive excellence. Let's take a moment to look around at each other, and let's remember that these are our newest Hawks. So please connect over the course of this day with at least 2 people that you haven't met. Don't be shy. Say hello, invite someone new to sit with you during your lunch breakout, be comfortable getting to know someone beyond your immediate team, and find opportunities over the days and weeks ahead to commit to connecting and collaborating with each other. Remember, we are stronger when we work together, and that begins today with getting to know our newest team members. We're so glad to have you with us. And let's take a moment to offer our appreciation for our wonderful partner, Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. They stepped up to sponsor our meals so that Chick-fil-A biscuit, those donuts, that coffee. In addition to our breakfast and lunch, they also have a table here in the gym where you can enjoy some of their swag. So thank you again to our incredible partner. And speaking of an incredible team, let's give a shout out to the amazing team that has worked so hard over the summer to prepare for today's convocation. Would you stand up and be recognized if you've been involved in the planning, organizing, creating documents and visuals, or setting up of today's event? Stand up if you would. It has been a fabulous year since we last gathered at our annual all-college convocation. And so many more ahead as we launch our new strategic plan to build success together. Recall that when I arrived just last January, about 20 months ago, we were moving into the Center for Health Sciences at the Hughesville campus. Since then, we've been meeting and convening and strategizing about what's our shared vision for CSM and how do we center our work around a student-first culture. We will be hearing much more about these conversations and the resulting 5-year strategic plan in a few minutes. But before we do, I'd like to reflect a moment on some modernizations happening around our campuses that are closely tied to the 3 pillars of our new strategic plan: access, momentum, and mobility. We've been leaning into our building infrastructure to identify ways to better support our faculty, our staff, and our students, because as we all know, it's not the bricks and mortar that inspire us, it's the heart and work of the people within these spaces that become the building blocks that support access, momentum, and mobility. So access, for example, is reflected through the spaces we've created to welcome early college students, English language learners, adult learners, returning students, our community organizations, and more. Momentum is reflected through the spaces we've created to provide more academic support and needed services for our students to thrive while they're here, as well as for our employees to engage, develop, and grow. And mobility is reflected through the spaces we've created to empower students in their career paths to success. The move into the Center for Health Sciences created this domino effect team that's led to many opportunities to design points of access, momentum, and mobility throughout our campuses. Specifically, the first opportunity came through the renovations of the vacated HT building, right here on the La Plata campus. Soon, this building is going to reopen, and it's going to be our Student Resources Building, which will be called the SR Building. It's a one-stop central hub to welcome students and gather student support services under one roof. Over the next weeks, we will be transitioning the offices of admissions, advising, the Hawk Hub, the call center, counseling, disability support services, and the testing center into this space. So watch for news for the grand opening and ribbon cutting on October 9th. As a result of the shifts then into the SR building or Student Resource Building, we now have space to launch initiatives within the Administration and Learning Resources buildings to support access, momentum, and mobility. So in the AD building, we're going to expand our student success initiatives through the Multicultural Center to bring focused resources to support access and momentum for our diverse student body. This includes our bilingual and international student populations who reflect as many as 49 different languages. The Multicultural Center will focus on prospective, current, and returning students, providing a sense of community and belonging through programs, services, and resources. This will include web resources, completing the admissions application, registering for courses, and career exploration. Also, in the AD building, right next to it, will be home to the Center for Career Development and Success. This is going to support our students and alumni in their transition from CSM to the workplace. So this connects our students directly with job experiences related to apprenticeships, work-based learning, resume writing, interviewing skills, and the like. In the LR building, the Southern Maryland Study Center has moved its footprint into dedicated space in the lower level. So it was in the upper level, it's moving to the lower level. And this is a highly valued collection, nationally known archives of the Southern Maryland Study Center that will now be housed in upgraded environmental conditions. This move of the Study Center has subsequently opened the LR space upstairs. Everybody with me? We got a lot of shifting happening, okay? Just go with me. So Southern Maryland Study Center was moving downstairs, bigger space, environmentally friendly, because we have to keep those archive materials nice and cool. That leaves a space upstairs where we're now going to add a new writing center, okay? And bring together writing, that's right, come on, we can clap. And we're going to bring together the writing and math resource centers into one holistic center for academic support. That's important. That's important. Co-joining those two resources, you know, is an important step in providing critical learning support for students in our gateway courses. That's English, math, humanities, etc. And that creates early momentum, early wins for them, early successes in their academic pathways. An exciting dedication that will be coming as we celebrate the legacy of Professor Emeritus Michelle Simpson. And we're going to build on her life's work in faculty development and innovation through the naming of the Michelle Simpson Center for Teaching and Learning. This has been made possible through the generosity of Michelle's wife and former Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Sue Subak. Housed in the LR building, this Center for Teaching and Learning, or should I say the Michelle Simpson Center for Teaching and Learning, will be a collaborative hub promoting faculty inclusivity, innovation, engagement, excellence, and support. These values, identified by the faculty development team led by our Dean of Learning Resources, Dr. Stephanie McClaslin, will guide the organization of the center's physical space, programs, and services. The work of this center will center around ongoing faculty development, adaptability to educational trends, and a growth mindset regarding technology tools and the diverse students that we serve. So please watch in the Friday report for an announcement about a grand opening of this center this fall. With enrollment continuing its strong upward momentum from these last 5 semesters into the fall, and right now we're hovering at an increase of about 6% for fall enrollment. We anticipate that's going to go up just a little bit more. That's the highest it's been in years. Yeah. Thanks to all of you. Yeah. We are excited to be able to expand the availability of our wraparound services. This includes extending our library hours at every campus, expanding our food services with healthier and additional vending options, and the reopening of our La Plata campus cafeteria later this fall. Woo-hoo! I think that got the loudest applause out of them. My team likes to eat. Bring the food on, Dr. Wilson. Bring the food on. Okay, we got you covered. All right. So over the past few months, we've been working on the HVAC renovation project in the BI building. Okay, so stay with me. The HVAC renovation project in the BI building. And once that's completed, we'll reopen the cafeteria through a contract with Canteen. Okay? Canteen is also going to be giving some student work-study opportunities to our students. With the anticipated reopening of the cafeteria, and we're going to have extended hours, not just daytime hours, but hours that extend into the evening, we will also have catering services available for various events across our campuses. So they'll have linens and all of that kind of stuff. It's going to be wonderful. We're also going to be expanding our vending machine options to include a wider variety of items, including new hot vending options at our different locations. So stay tuned for more details. Again, the HVAC renovation has to be completed first before we start the cafeteria, but we anticipate the HVAC renovation being completed somewhere late September, early October, Bill, is that right? About October 1. So then at that point, that will spur us to start working on the cafeteria reopening. Until we reopen the cafeteria, we'll still have food trucks offering lunch options at the Leonardtown, Hughesville, and La Plata campuses. And on the La Plata campus, the PE Building's Fitness Center has enjoyed refreshed painting and flooring over the summer, so right here. And this fall, we will also reopen the public access station with state-of-the-art equipment in the ST building available through grant funding and partnerships. To kick off the refresh of the FA building, we've begun the installation of new signage, recognizing the generous support of the Hank Willoughby Foundation Center for the Arts. And you'll be hearing more about this from the CSM Foundation, and also more about the Fine Arts refresh as faculty re-engage to the campus community, and we work with faculty on what that looks like. These infrastructure improvements support fostering our well-being holistically from both the creative and artistic perspectives into the physical spaces. And at our Prince Frederick campus, we are very excited to begin renovations in the student life area so that all of our students, no matter what campuses they take their classes, will have similar experiences and resources. We will be refreshing the Thomas V. Mike Miller Center for Leadership to create a beautiful executive conference room for use by our Miller Center student scholars and student government leaders. And at our Leonardtown campus, we are finalizing the vision and designing for renovating the A building into a centralized student resource hub. This multi-year project will be funded at the state and local levels. We've already received commissioner support. And once renovated, the newly reconfigured and renamed Learning Commons building, which is the A building, will serve as a hub for most of the campus's academic support services. The facility is going to house the library, the Learning Resources Center, the Math Resources Center, the Writing Center, disability support, counseling services, and 4 modern classrooms. It will also become home to our campus operations offices and facility management. We know that all of these upgrades, as wonderful as they are really more than facility upgrades. They reflect, my friends, our intentional strategic direction to prioritize investments in our student success mission through facility transformations. We're putting our capital resources into spaces and services that welcome our students to our campus, support their success once they join us, and position them for increased social and economic mobility for transfer or the workforce. I am so very grateful for all of you being so engaged in this work and involved, all of you, in laying the foundation for what is to come. Our work is collaborative and it's perpetual. We are setting our students up for success. We're providing them access to high quality education and services, and we're building momentum to carry them through their journey. Going far and going together is an evolution, and we're in the midst of doing something extraordinary. All of it is because of you and your commitment to making a difference in the lives of our students and our communities. Let's take a look at how far we've come in just this brief time over this past year and a half. Let's take a look at how this strategic work has transpired and how these collaborative conversations have occurred and how we have built success together to bring us to this pivotal moment in time.
At the College of Southern Maryland, fostering a student-centered culture is a journey that we embark on collectively with all members of our communities every day. It's an evolution where every person's voice is sought and valued, where collaboration is at the heart of everything we do, and where student success remains at the core of our mission.
In March 2023, CSM began the process of envisioning our 2024-2029 strategic plan, moving forward collectively to highlight the importance of collaborative visioning to build success together for our students, for our employees, and for our communities.
We spent much of 2023 listening, learning, re-engaging our community, and reimagining our partnerships. We acknowledged and celebrated our many successes that reflected years of intentionality and hard work.
We leaned in to rethink our future as one anchored in a student-first culture, placing what is best for our students at the core of our decisions.
And we were reminded that CSM, as a strong economic driver in our Southern Maryland region, had to be nimble and responsive, viewing our collective work as a dynamic and evolving ecosystem, an intersection of a student-first college culture, an inclusive and diverse college community, and a deeper engagement with our valued partners.
Our focus on putting students first meant that we needed to look at our students' journey from their perspective and view degree completion not as the end goal, but as one of the multiple milestones in their pathway to possibilities, either to the workforce or to a university.
With that student-ready mindset, we decided to focus on 3 pillars that serve as the framework for our 2024 to 2029 strategic plan. And they are: access, creating more entry points for underrepresented and underserved student populations to attend CSM. Momentum, providing resources and supports to retain students and to ensure they accomplish their goals while at CSM. And mobility, offering training and educational pathways that transform the lives of our students by improving their social and economic mobility.
At CSM, we know that work of this magnitude cannot be done in isolation. In September, the Belk Center for Community College Leadership and Research came to our campuses to meet with 17 focus groups comprised of 123 faculty, staff, and students to not only gain valuable insight into their experiences at CSM, but to also glean their hopes and aspirations for the future of CSM. As the community's college, we also recognized that we needed to get input from our community. So we hosted a day of dialogue with our community partners entitled Connecting and Convening, Making an Impact Together. Southern Maryland's top business, government, military, and nonprofit leaders and influencers gathered with faculty and staff to discuss how CSM, in partnership with their agencies, can serve as a catalyst for transformative change within the region.
Community colleges are just critical partners to business and industry. So they are at the table at every stage of the talent development and talent pipeline process.
CSM also partnered with Lightcast, a global pioneer in the collection of analysis of labor market data to better understand the economic forecasting and emerging industries within the region. This information helped CSM identify where the college should target its programming efforts, what top occupations exist within key driving industries, and what does the future of work look like in Southern Maryland.
Our next step was to form a strategic plan task force of 25 members from across the institution who synthesized the results of all of the student, faculty, employee, and community data that was collected throughout the year.
The task force identified the thematic connections within the data, aligned with the data, with 3 pillars: access, momentum, and mobility, and then prioritized actionable items.
We then presented the information before the CSM Board of Trustees for discussion. The task force shared the systematic process used to create the comprehensive strategic plan and sought feedback on the new plan's themes.
Access. As an open access institution, we should always be challenging ourselves to create more entry points for underrepresented and diverse populations to expand their opportunities for higher education. We welcome everyone by removing barriers.
Momentum. And once students enter our doors, we must provide resources and supports to retain them along the way, ensuring they accomplish their respective goals.
We take persistence seriously, examining our culture, policies, and practice.
Mobility. All of this is done with the hope that our students will be more successful economically and socially because of their education or training they received at CSM. We offer educational pathways to improve their lives.
The work of the Strategic Planning Task Force then served as the centerpiece for 2 strategic planning retreats, which were attended by over 80 participants from across the college.
By April of this year, the Strategic Planning Task Force was ready to present a solid draft of the new plan to the President's Cabinet for review and further discussion.
This extensive, illuminating, and collaborative process resulted in our strategic plan, Built for Success. Our new mission, vision, and belonging statements are clear.
Mission. The College of Southern Maryland enhances lives and enriches our region through accessible, high-quality instruction and services that support our students along their personal pathways to success.
Our vision. The College of Southern Maryland is an inclusive, student-centered community where all are empowered to succeed.
belonging. The College of Southern Maryland recognizes the unique contributions of our community and commits to cultivating a culture of belonging where everyone is valued and respected.
Our core values: collaboration. We work stronger when we are together.
Equity. We provide each individual with the opportunity, resources, and access needed to be successful.
Excellence. We commit to high standards and clear expectations.
Inclusivity. We respect contributions and differing abilities of everyone, providing space for all.
Innovation. We value creativity and ingenuity, embracing new ideas and perspectives.
Integrity. We are transparent, honest, and accountable.
Respect. We treat others with dignity.
The seeds of the strategic planning process were planted in January 2023 when Dr. Wilson shared her vision of building success together at the beginning of her presidency.
CSM's new 5-year strategic plan is a culmination of that shared visioning and research that advances our student-centered mission by harnessing the strengths of our region, our culture, our community, and our collaboration. CSM's 2024 to 2029 strategic plan isn't just a roadmap, it's a promise.
And as we take this journey together, we are dedicated to fulfilling that promise because with everyone's commitment, CSM is built for success.
For all of those who participate in the video, would you please stand? Thank you for that. They were busy over the summer. Well done, team. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this video beautifully captures the dedication, hard work, and commitment of our CSM community and our many valued partners. And we're thrilled to officially launch our strategic plan for 2024 through 2029, Built for Success. We have a full agenda today, my friends, beginning with our opening session on the strategic plan. So we have many of our colleagues who are here in the front row who are going to be sharing how their work and what they've been doing and planning to do connects to our Access, Momentum, Mobility pillars. We have work already underway that you're going to hear about in relation to these 3 pillars. And we're going to examine institutional metrics using our new Power BI data dashboard to measure our progress and our success. In addition, we're going to learn more about how the spirit of innovation through the Hawk Pitch and CSM's new brand aligns with and supports our new strategic plan. And be ready this afternoon for the CSM Safe Information Session 2.0 that builds on last year's Convocation presentation about campus safety and emergency preparedness. But before we begin, let me say thank you again to all of you. The amazing work that's been done in the past 21 since my arrival is because of you. All of you have been instrumental in bringing our new strategic plan to life. It will be our new North Star. And as we consider our pillars of access, momentum, and mobility, just imagine how far we will continue to go, and I would say grow, as we support our students, our CSM community, and the Southern Maryland region. So I am so very proud to know that throughout this strategic planning process and in this morning's presentation, our CSM community has shown inclusive excellence in action. That Built for Success comes from all of us and represents our diverse and unified voices around a shared vision of student success. So speaking of inclusive excellence, joining me now on stage are Associate Vice President of Organizational Development, Talent, and Equity, Dr. Trenace Richardson, and Associate Vice President of Planning, Institutional Effectiveness, and Research, Dr. Aaron Ebersole, to talk about our new belonging statement and the exciting 5-year strategic plan we're launching, Built for Success. Dr. Richardson.
Good morning.
I am Trinace Richardson, and I have the distinct pleasure of sharing the newly created belonging statement. Creating a belonging statement for the college ensures that we not only aspire toward a culture of belonging, but that we hold ourselves accountable for the actions that it takes to put the words into action and make them a reality. So with Dr. Wilson's guidance and the support of our President's Cabinet, we first used research to create a draft statement. And then we reached out to the following stakeholders to get their feedback on it: the DEIB faculty team, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, the DEIB Think Tank Group, the Talent Development Council, Equity and Inclusion Council, Leadership Academy Cohort 2024, the LGBTQIA+ Work Group, the PCE, People, Culture, and Equity Team, and several others. As a result of their meaningful feedback and thoughtful suggestions, the following statement was solidified as our final version and approved by our Board of Trustees. It reads, "The College of Southern Maryland recognizes the unique contributions of our community and commits to cultivating a culture of belonging wherein everyone is valued and respected." Can we get a little hand clap on that? In order to truly live out the heart and soul of this belonging statement, the Division of People, Culture, and Equity will spend the next several semesters hosting in-person and virtual gatherings that will give us an opportunity to explore what this belonging statement means to each of us and how we can all work together to see it fully manifested. What is so meaningful about this belonging statement is that it aligns perfectly with our institutional values, which you just heard in the video so well and wonderfully put and are shown here on the screen. In conclusion, I am proud to say that the College of Southern Maryland recognizes the diversity within our community, celebrates our unique contributions, and commits to a culture of belonging wherein everyone is valued and respected. And we don't just talk the talk, but it is embedded within our mission, our vision, our belonging statement, and our institutional values.